This is Juanki.
And this is Hulk.
And this is the J&H
Podcast.
From
a stripper.
We're not doing
anything.
I'm cutting all of that.
With money, that's a liquor. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flicker.
Does that
Then I'm
matter?
in the mood with a shaker. I'ma shake that bitch. I'm a shaker.
You're shaking the recordings.
We are here, and I don't even know how we are here.
This is
because
the intro?
We are sick, ladies and gentlemen.
We are very much sick.
But I refuse to call out from a performance. Okay. Let me tell you, I started my wonderful career in theater by being an understudy. Yes, an unknown, an understudy in the back at every rehearsal, never got a chance to go on for a whole year. Oh, but then that year was up, and I was in every show for 10 years. Drop a bomb on that. And I accomplished it by never calling the fucks out. You want to know why?
Why?
Because when you're not there, the hardest part of the job is showing up.
Yeah.
Think about it. Anything you do, the hardest part is showing up. And I refuse to let anybody get me out of my seat in my comfy couch. Shout out to the clown in PBS.
Was it Molly?
Molly, Sally, Bally.
Molly the clown, I think.
Sally sells seashells by the shore. But say it, please.
Sally sold seashells down by the seashore.
She also sold ass, but nobody was checking for her. No, my baby. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Juanki.
And this is Hulk.
And this is the J&H Podcast. How are you feeling?
I'm trying not to do it too crazy because I might cough. I feel like trash because once again, for my 6th time, I have COVID.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's crazy.
You brought that into the household.
Of course. Juanki blames me for everything.
Who went down first? Well, I went down first, but that's a different podcast for a different episode.
You sure we're gonna do a podcast about that?
Go ahead.
We should. You want to talk about?
No, we're gonna talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna be before you long.
Okay.
But because we are committed to having you your weekly dosage, we are here. We got a couple of. This is a mini version of our podcast today. Because like Hulk said, this is his 6th time getting the COVID shot. I've only gotten it 3 times.
I've had it, yes, 6 times. And I would say that this time is the second worst.
Is it?
Yeah, the first one was with you when I first got it. And I felt like I was dying. And then this one, it feels a little bit less. Like I'm not dying, but you know. I'm hooked up to the machines.
I told you over and over. First of all, I told you had COVID when I realized that you were having COVID symptoms.
I thought I had an upper respiratory infection.
And I'm like, and then I said to you, this is what you get for talking to them white people in them elevators. I told you, I don't care how it looks. You stand there and you look either at the number or the floor or just gaze into the door like you're in a different planet.
You gave it to me.
I had a whole conversation from the bottom floor to the penthouse.
Well, not to the penthouse because they got off way before.
They got off before you,
but
it was enough for the germs to be, spreading around. This is why I don't. First of all, I try not to get in the elevator with anybody else. I ride the service elevator. Do you see why I ride the service elevator?
No.
Because most people are not gonna take the service elevator.
Yeah, like me, because I don't like to take something that's a little disheveled.
It's not disheveled. It's got padding. It's like you being in a padded room. It's great before I step out of this building to go into my padded room and then have a mental breakdown. Yes, a mental breakdown, and then I could just walk out of there like a brand new person.
Take a deep breath when the door's open. All right, let's start the day.
Like a brand new person. But I think you definitely got it and brought it into the household.
Of course.
And then I tested you with the free kits that the government sent us.
Yes, and I tested positive in like 10 seconds. My body feels crazy. I think that's the worst part of COVID for me now. Like when I first had it, it was my lungs being filled with fluid. This time it's just the pain. Like every time I sneeze or cough, I feel like my skeleton is rattling. I I try not to do it.
And that's a big skeleton, but
It's a big skeleton, so it hurts.
But now, you know, I said, we're in a different age now. It's been what, 3-4 years now, and I said, let me place a call. Can I get a phone? And then a phone appeared, and I dial my, you know, because I come from a long line of what? Doctors and lawyers.
I was trying to think of
Drop
something.
a motherfucking bomb on that. No, I don't expect it to be at 100%, baby.
Yeah, I tried to have a
I know
punch
you're
for that.
handicapped. I know you're handicapped at this current state. But so we gave you, you know, through the power of phone calls and medical professionals tied to my family, we were able to get you
Paxlovid.
Okay, so from before, because you never took anything before you thugged it out, but this time you chickened out and punked out and decided to take the drugs.
No, I was forced by gunpoint from you.
Yeah.
Take the pill. I was like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I took the pills and I got worse. The first night was horrible. I felt like my body was being overtaken by, well, basically, it made me generate antibodies, so my body started to fight the virus 10 times harder. My fever was crazy, 103 degrees. I was checking on it to make sure it didn't go too far up. The pill gave me, like I still have it, this nasty taste. It tastes like liquid metal in the back of my throat.
When was the last time you had a liquid metal cocktail?
When I put pennies in my mouth as a child.
Oh, okay. So there
So
you
I
go.
know what it tastes like.
All right.
It tastes like copper. Like,
Okay.
It's a bad taste, and it makes me nauseous, and I'm just, you know, my eyes
At one
hurting.
point you thought it was lead. I'm like, do you
No, I
think
taste lead.
it's not?
I taste lead.
When was the last time you ate lead chips from the wall and shit?
When I
Like-
was in pre-K and
my
the
God.
pencils had lead. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just know.
I will say this: you look better, you sound better.
Thank you.
You're up and about. I was able to get you to sit here so we could do this quick 1-2, 1-2.
1-2.
And in terms of me, I felt a little weird, but I keep testing negative because you know I got a strong immune system, I guess.
Oh, God.
And no, I just think I'm not testing positive. But
Sorry.
you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
But I think I'm fine.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I've had a headache. I had a stuffy nose here and there. My fever got a little bit, but it's nothing compared to the very first time.
Oh yeah, you were definitely about to die.
The first
Your
time.
face, your eyes, you were like the
I
breathing.
was getting these waves through my body
I'm telling you.
that it was like
I'm
I
telling you.
couldn't handle it.
And it's crazy how we keep getting this shit. Like, I've had it, I've gotten vaccinated. I did not get the booster. I was done with these
I thought you
vaccines.
got the booster.
Hell no. You tried
got
to
the
force
booster.
me to get the booster. I said, the devil is a lie. I'm not putting the demonic liquids in my body
The
no
sign
more.
of the beast?
The mark of the 666 and
right,
all that
okay,
crap.
all right.
Absolutely not. So, you know, and I just don't understand. I feel like I survived the first year and a half of COVID existing, and then I get the vaccine, and now I'm getting this virus every year, twice a year, and it's ridiculous, and I'm tired of it.
But
Like,
listen, I mean, I don't want to refer to Orange Man, but remember when he came out and said, it's just like the common cold, and when the summer comes, it's just gonna disappear. But it kind of did that. It kind of disappeared, died down over the summer, and then
it comes out of nowhere
Well, when
like
I'm feeling it, I did feel like I was having a cold though, like, and not even a hard. I've had colds that are worse than this.
I do not like having the
baby.
kung flu.
Stop being. Oh my God, you being something with the E, ethnic cleansing or something.
I mean, isn't that what they're trying to do to us?
But what did you call it?
The Kong flu?
No, we know it's a
Kong-
Kanhai horror flu.
Did you know that they're testing they have like this new strand
Oh, I'm sure they do.
that they say it's like a 100% kill rate
I'm sure.
in lab rats?
I'm sure.
And I'm like, what are these people
Did
doing?
you not remember recently? I think it was late last year where they discovered an entire laboratory in California, because you know California wants to be able to like have people do everything and anything, and God forbid if there's some type of law or decency over there.
I know.
And this is coming from a gay male, all right? Law or decency over there. So it turned out that, you know, I don't know what part of China, you know, what government, but they had a laboratory with a whole bunch of STDs on rats, including the COVID and some other shit in rats. That they had to euthanize the rats, the white mice, because there was no other way of like humanely putting them out there. But my thing is this: why were they growing these diseases on rats so they can go to neighborhoods and just release the rats?
Well, you want to hear my theory?
Go
You're
ahead.
not gonna like my theory.
No, go ahead.
So Americans love Chinese food, and I feel like they were just gonna make, beef fried rice and all of those nice, delicious
Compound rat?
Kung Pao chicken, and
Compound
this
rat?
Listen, they're trying to kill us.
I always thought growing up that you remember when you used to get that pork fried rice from around the corner by the projects?
Rat fried rice.
I always thought that red beef was pieces of like rats.
It is.
That's why I never really ate it.
I don't eat that shit. I'm telling you, like it's.
Or cat. I was like, oh, that's the. I always felt like the cat was red underneath its fur.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what I've always told other people: a cat red under the fur.
Yes.
They're white. I shaved a cat before.
Oh God.
I was young.
Please
okay?
clarify, because.
Oh, well, not that kind of cat, because I'm gay.
Oh.
Ba-da-ba, boom. All right, yeah, no. Yeah, I think they feed us animals that we don't
I
normally
think they
eat.
have.
Because
I think they have.
You know what the crazy thing is that we've had this conversation before with me and other people, and they say, can you duplicate anything that you get from the Chinese restaurant in your kitchen? And you can never duplicate that taste. One of my dudes told me they never change their oil either.
I heard that.
That's disgusting.
I heard that
They
will leave that oil for like a good month.
No, more. They never. He said that they put it through a strainer.
To the strainer,
but
yeah,
they keep
to
it
hold the
because
thing
it
back,
holds
yeah.
the flavor. So it's just a whole bunch of the spirits of old cats, dogs, rats, bats. So yeah, no, they're trying to take us out there. It's getting What the fuck are you doing?
That was the cat going into the crock pot.
Just you think you cook them alive?
Yes.
I seen them actually in New York City. Somebody caught them on video. They were dipping the rats. They were holding them by their tail. They were dipping them in boiling water while they were alive to kill them.
skin them
and then
and
they were
stuff.
just peeling the skin
Yeah.
off of them and then cutting them up and turning them into beef and broccoli. So we don't eat there
now,
no more.
now, let's one question, then we're gonna move on to the next subject. Joe Rogan has come out of retirement, and this is Fear Factor, and he is knocking at your door with a big old box of $2 million. $2 million. Okay? In order for you to get your hands on said $2 million, he has another box with live rats. 10 of them. You must dig into the box, grab the live rat, rip it out, rip its head off with your mouth, and chew on it.
Raw?
Raw, all 10 rats. You will be given the 19 vaccinations needed, and they have a whole clinic, and the CDC is ready to treat you with anything. 10 rats for $2 million. You must bite into the head of the rat and chew on it.
Well, $2 million is only like 1.2 after taxes.
Oh no, this is no taxes.
Oh,
on
this is
one.
clean?
This is clean $2 million.
I can make $2 million. I'm good. I'm not doing that shit.
You're not doing it?
I'm not. This is what. Listen, if you would say if it was cooked rat on a stick, I'd tear it up.
No,
because
no.
they
We
already
need
been
the
feeding it.
blood is gonna be all over your
I don't
face,
even
your-
eat steak with blood in it that's cooked. You think I'm gonna eat fucking rat in my mouth? Hell no.
Okay,
Could you?
For those of you who are listening to us on any other platforms that allow you to comment, please drop in the comments and let us know. For $2 million, would you, and this is tax-free, $2 million tax-free, Joe Rogan came out of retirement, Fear Factor, extreme, okay? 10 rats live, you have to chew their heads off and chew on them for a little bit. All 10 of them. Would you do it?
Hell no.
Okay.
You?
Hell yes!
Oh, I would never kiss you
Absolutely.
again. I can never look at you the same.
$2 million, I could build my own Hulk with $2 million.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm only worth $2 million.
Because you know what? The first thing I would do is grab them $2 million and flip them, just with interest alone.
You just said
Just with interest alone. So
I know.
I'm
It
making
does-
that
it would.
$2 million grow into $12 million easily. And then out of the $12 million, I'll take a good $6 million of those and build me a motherfucking Hulk. Drop a bomb on that.
Listen. I get it. I've heard the stories. You know, y'all shove sticks in pigs and roast the whole pig and chop up its body. And
Be
eat
easy
it.
now. You know my mom listens to this podcast, and you know what lays across that table every Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve.
And then your dad is just bashing roosters and ripping their necks off.
He wasn't bashing them. He was twisting their necks and then slicing their necks off.
I couldn't eat it.
He did it inside of a plastic bag. How about that?
See, listen, it's different because I'm American.
Where do you think the food that you have eaten comes from? Live animals.
No, it comes out of a plastic container at the store. I'm not doing that. Listen, like I said, if it was a cooked rat, I'd be like, listen, the Chinese people fed me to this before I could do it. But no, it's only two things that I can't do. Eat anything that's alive. I can eat a roach or something like that, or a bug. I not snails.
What about bull testicles? Because that was the favorite in Fear Factor. They always had the raw bull testicles
and the penis. Remember?
And the penis or the cow tongue.
I could do that.
And in my head, when I used to watch the show, I'm like, we eat that in the yard all the time. We fried that tongue, them ears, them pig ears.
Yeah,
I used to eat the little coil tail from the pig.
Yeah.
Oh, I love chewing on that.
I like pig ears.
I
crunch on the thing, but not the testicles. I'm fine with that, but I'm not eating nothing that's alive, squirming in my mouth, and I'm not touching snails, slugs, none of that.
Oh, so you're not gonna do the escargot?
You could put $1 trillion in front of me
escargot.
and say eat cooked escargot, and I would say get the out of my face.
What if I was to tell you that I've already fed you escargot, you just don't know it?
The divorce papers are in the mail.
No.
I wouldn't do it. I don't know. No.
You told me it was for better or for worse.
And that was worse.
No. And in health.
I didn't say health. Health, not hell. You would never be able to eat comfortably in this house. If you ever fed me escargot, I will be feeding you everything you think you will be eating Legos.
Why? Why are you so...
I don't know.
Why are you so against snails?
You know what it was?
Why? Tell me.
Okay, so this is... when I was young, I was like, I would say 12, 11, and every morning before I got dressed to go to school, I would go step outside and see what the weather looks like.
Yeah, and the snails will be out because it was raining.
No. I'm freaking out. Oh, man. So this one morning I went out and I stepped down.
Yeah.
And it was like, blah.
Yeah, it crunched.
No, between my toes and the guts, it looked like carrots and noodles all over my foot. I picked up my foot, I screamed. I wanted to cut my leg off. And then after that, I had like a crazy nightmare of like a 300-pound snail just stuck to my leg. Oh. And then I woke up and then I woke up and I saw, and these were real. It was like 5 snails outside my window on the window. Like
because it was raining and stuff like that, and they could the water. I get it. No, so you've been okay. So no more joking around because that's really a trigger. I see you.
I can't.
Enough about the escargot. I won't bring it back up again because I see now. I didn't know you were traumatized like that. That's different.
My uncle put a snail on top of my car. And I left my car for a week at his house. Wow. I can't. I don't know. Yeah. It's like one of those.
It's like
Murray, where she was like, I'm scared of dice.
Yeah.
And then he'll bring out some. He was like, well, bring out the dice. Like, if somebody did that, I would freak out. I can't.
Okay, got it. Okay, no, that's it. Breathe. It's like listening. It's like a mouse.
And a mouse.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. An elephant and a mouse. Okay, got it. Well, all right.
Wait, do you have any phobias? Like, is there anything that you're afraid of? Like, if I opened up this door with something, what would make you skydive off this building without a parachute?
A white man. No, let me stop. I'm sorry. There goes iHeartRadio again. We just got back on iHeartRadio and now here we go. I just submitted the application again last week. I'm expecting for us to be able to go on iHeartRadio again. And now there we go. Okay.
That was funny.
Switching the subject. Switching the subject. No, we'll leave that for another podcast.
No, we're never gonna. We always do that and never. No. What is your phobia?
I don't think I have any phobias like that because I've worked through some of my, things like that. I don't think I try to rationalize, and see what. But I don't, I'm not scared of clowns. And I will tell you though, one thing that I stay away, and I have never watched The Exorcist in its entirety. And I'm talking about the one that you can see the cables and you know that clearly it's a production because that was based on a true story.
Yeah.
So, and I just feel like if I intake that material, and because I know that is legit true stuff. And legit. Yeah. But on the flip side, I don't know if you know, and we can discuss this further in a different podcast, that I do believe that at some point in my life, one of my life mission is to exorcise demons out of people. With a cross and everything in my hand.
In this house?
No.
Oh, I'm about to say, because I got an issue with that.
No.
Because if you do, first of all, if you do any of that,
no,
we are going to be driving around for 5 hours just in case it's following us. So it can't figure out where we live.
No, I think, and this goes into the spiritual realm a little bit more. I think that there's a group of people, and it's not like one or three, I'm saying like millions of people in the planet that have special gifts that can allow for negative entities to be cast out of people, places, or things.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like my ultimate, like once I accomplish that, like I've done everything I can in this lifetime.
I just want you to know that I love you and you're my husband, for better or for worse. I will never go to an exorcist, Sizer event.
You have to come with me.
The devil is a lie.
You were gonna let me go fight this warfare by myself?
Oh no, I'll be in the car.
What happens if you gotta take care of me?
What are you talking about? Babe, I don't, let me tell you something else.
That takes a lot of energy and a lot of drainness.
I will have the Gatorade in the car, some electrolytes.
You say that now, but I see you being right there.
I will beat somebody I'm not doing this.
Okay.
Let me tell you one thing.
And then we'll move on. Okay.
A Ouija board. I have a fear of that thing. If someone ever tried to bring that out, I would leave the house immediately. Yeah. I will never touch one. No. I don't know what it is. It's something inside of me that tells me
I'm telling
that
you,
it's
you
evil.
cannot. No, it is. You cannot. It's a portal. It's like, you see, I was talking to a friend about this a long time ago in college. It's like, you see how you have a cross, right? Mm-hmm. And you have the cross and people carry that, and you could do the rosary, or how the Muslims have the beads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That is also considered a portal. Like if you want to connect with, God, Jesus, you take your cross, you take your beads, and literally it's a virtual portal that you're opening up. Your mind is centering, and in the physical, you have this thing that's opening up, and that's your moment. It's the same for the Ouija board. I just don't. And I don't really want to get too deep into it because I know that shit is real too. I just, that's a Milton Bradley product. You know who Milton Bradley is? That's the company that has Monopoly and Guess Who and Clue, all those games. It's like one company that builds all those toys. I just don't want to think how
did that come out?
How did they pitch that to this company? Right? And then they started producing it and selling it. And then even after all the shit that has been out there about it, they continue to sell the Ouija board.
Well,
that's crazy to me.
Listen, money is the root of all evil, so people would do anything for money. I would never do something like that for money. I know in my heart that a Ouija board is evil. Mm-hmm. No one needs to tell. When I seen it, you can tell by the way it looks, by just the aura that it gives off. Even on TV, I just don't play with it. Yeah. I don't. And if I even
they used to have commercials. I remember they used to have commercials and I used to turn away from them. But
that's what I was saying. Even if I seen it on TV, if I see it in a movie or something like that, I don't listen to what they say because I feel like it's going to do something to me.
It's a portal. It's like for example, in some Haitian and Afro and religions, when they're gonna do their rituals and stuff like that, they'll take a piece of chalk or they'll use corn, grounded up corn or wheat. It depends on what they're doing, and they'll physically do a drawing on the floor or a circle or whatever. It's a portal, and that's what the Ouija board is. But no, I agree with you. That's right next to the exorcism.
I think that if that is a unfriending moment for me. If I was with
Oh,
somebody in
yeah,
their
yeah,
house
yeah.
and they brought it out, I
Yeah.
will literally never speak to them again
Yeah.
because I don't play with people who play with stuff like that.
Yeah.
And first of all, I am for God, period. So I'm not religious like that. I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious, and I'm not the person that's gonna be like in the Bible and Judah can da 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 da. But if I see that you actively play with the devil, I'm done with you.
Yeah.
So I don't. So, but we can move on from that because
Yes.
that's gonna get.
Well, the internet has been ablaze, and this is our last subject before we.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Jesus.
We
That
know.
was disgusting. Oh
Well,
my God.
This is COVID. So we're giving you guys a light version of our podcast today because Incredible Hulk really needs to lay down.
Yes.
I need to take care of my Incredible Hulk. And but in conclusion and in closing, the internet has been ablaze
Set on fire.
because please in hip hop bitches news.
Hip hop news. Okay, so Megan Thee Stallion dropped a diss song about Nicki Minaj, Drake. She spoke about Tory Lanez. She talked about her ex-party.
But what made her just wake up on the other side of the barn and do that today?
She just because everybody's been going at her.
Nobody's talking about her.
They've said things like they've all said little subliminal things, or they support Tory Lanez. So that's anybody who supports the person that shot you in the foot is your enemy.
But did he really shot her in the foot?
You know what's crazy is that a lot of people are saying that the girl actually did it, and that he just took the blame for it. But he's trying to say he's innocent, but he doesn't want to snitch.
Right.
So, and that's dumb because I don't. That snitching
No,
shit
but
don't
he's
play
in a
for me.
different. He's in a different environment, and for him to snitch,
He's an R&B singer.
it's gonna take. Yeah, but the career is gonna take a bigger hit by snitching than by going in there, doing his time, writing his records, coming out and blowing the fuck up again. So they're not gonna put him in Rikers Island in regular population. They're not going
he's
to
in
do
LA.
that. But where I'm just giving you an
you're just giving an
example.
example. Got it, go.
He's not going into general population. That's a celebrity.
No.
He's not. So it's just some time away for him to focus, reshape, and he's gonna walk out of there with a record deal. I guarantee you.
Yeah, well, I think he's in the. No, he might be with Drake.
Or whatever the case may be, he's
but
gonna
I
walk
get
out
what
of
you're
there
saying, it's
into
gonna be-
studios
Yeah.
with a material already written up, and then he's gonna have a bigger come up.
He is.
That would have been. That's the story, right? Right there. That's the story. If he would have snitched on a female. You
It
know,
would look bad in
he
hip-hop.
might as well leave the fucking business.
Yeah, you see what happened when dude from Little C snitched on Kim, and because he's a Little C's is weak for that. Biggie would have went crazy. Like you snitched on, and Kim is the one that went to jail for a year.
But let's bring it back to the stallion in the barn.
So yeah, she was upset, and she finally responded to everybody.
Yeah, but
So
she
threw
finally
shots at
responded
everybody.
like months later.
Yeah, it was months later.
What's
but
coming out? Does she have
I-
something coming out?
I think that no, but that was what was coming out. But I think first of all, I think the beat is hot. I think that the lyrics are fire. It was funny, and that was one of those songs that you have to respond to. So Nicki Minaj is back in her, her groove.
I heard she responded within 15 minutes because we all know she already had her material written and filed away.
No, what
ready.
happened was
it was already recorded and everything. All
she
they had to do was hit play.
No, she was recording it, and then the beat that she recorded it on was a beat that Meg Thee Stallion's producer produced, so she couldn't release that song because the producer won't allow her to release it because that's Meg's. But he wanted her to have the beat, and the beat is a year old. So it's all of that going on. But Nicki, I'm 100% sure she has a different beat, and she's gonna drop something. She's Nicki. She writes her own music.
So the internet has been ablaze because
because they're just
going at it.
They're going at it back and forth, and people are trying to
But
say that Nicki's too old.
Weren't these two the two that were on camera shaking their asses and rubbing it together? They might as well had a double-sided dildo.
Oh, yeah, Hot
and
Girl
pleasuring
Summer.
themselves at the
Hot
same
Girl
time.
Summer.
Didn't they start making out in a pool or
there you go.
something, or is that another? That's another ghetto bitch.
No, that was Cardi. and
Yeah,
her. That was in WAP.
weren't they
But this
sharing
was-
a frame and everything,
Oh,
and
yeah,
all
they
of a
were
sudden
shit-
they hate each other?
Well, I think it's because of the things that were done behind closed
scenes,
doors.
right,
And
that
I
too.
think, and a lot of people hate Nicki Minaj. And I don't hate her.
I don't hate her.
I'm
I
a
don't know
fan
the
of-
girl.
I'm a
I
fan
just-
of Nicki. I think that
I just need Nicki to show me her Grammys, and I will give her the most respect. Oh, that's right.
You don't need. Listen,
Beyonce,
She's a
get your
singer.
staff and bring
Beyonce's
all
a
of them.
singer.
Line them all up, please.
it's a
The
singer.
queen, but Nicki calls herself the queen.
The queen of rap,
Oh,
not the
okay,
queen
okay.
of R&B. So Beyonce is on top, but as a rapper, I don't think that there's any other female rapper that can do what now. And you know, my favorite female rapper is Missy Elliott. I respect her craft. I love everything that she does. Her pen game. Nicki Minaj is a monster. Like just her way she puts her words together, the songs. She's creative, you know, but people hate her for some reason, and I think it's just pure hate. And now they're saying she's too old to be
She is 41 years old.
Okay, but
To be responding to a 20. I didn't know Meg was in her 20s.
I think that
Because she looks thick.
Listen,
Meg looks thick. She looked like, I thought she was in her 30s. But Meg is 20.
Listen,
responding to a 41-year-old responding to
but
a...
this is what people keep saying that, and I'm like, this is her job though. Like you're telling somebody whose job it is to rap and make songs. This is the same person. Now remember that Little Kim is like 20 years older than her, but no one said anything about them.
Be easy now.
I'm just saying.
I rumble with the B, okay? We was in that VIP and we saw her.
We was going there. I love Lil Kim.
Let me
though.
tell you, she must have removed 5 ribs because that
She looked good,
That
yeah.
that waistband was real tight.
Was
Stink.
waistbanding?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
no.
then she was doing the whole airplane floating
I
thing.
love Little Kim.
Oh.
I love Little Kim too. That's what I'm saying. I respect
That was a
artists.
fun night.
And that, and you guys can check that out on our shorts on the YouTube page. We have some clips of that, so check the shorts out.
What a
on
bumper with the
of us at the VIP section at watching the what was that tour called? It was the Rock Past the Mic concert. So, but yeah, no, I like Little Kim too, but I can see people for the artists that they are and not be biased. As when it comes to skill set, Little Kim is there. Nicki Minaj is just that chick.
And let me tell you something. On the flip side, and I go hard just to go hard, but on the flip side, I wouldn't put it past anybody that this is all part of the production. We know that this has happened in the past when rappers go back at it, but it's because they're mutually working with each other. So
I think that's true, but I think what happened with Nicki is the karma from what she did to Kim. So I know what she did to Kim, and I know that she was playing those. Like the games that she played were what a narcissistic person is, where she would take a picture, the same picture that
Right,
Kim would take and
I
say,
saw the picture.
I'm not copying her. I'm not like, bitch.
But
we
she
can
would
see
say it with a smirk.
Exactly.
So, I
So
know,
that's narcissism.
And
like-
that's why people started disliking her.
But-
because they know her antics.
Yes.
Maybe
But-
disagree.
But no,
Disagree.
yes.
Not
yes.
yet, okay.
I was at high register. No.
It's
yes.
the Covisha.
Yeah, I know. No, but like I said, it's gonna be a good thing. I like to see rappers rap, so it's gonna be fun to hear the songs go back and forth. So I'm just excited. So I'm a fan of hip hop. I dig it.
Hip hop.
Hip hop parade.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure to be blessing the microphone with my husband, the Incredible Hulk. He is looking at me, but it's like, do you see 3 of me? Is that what it is? Like your eyes are like
I don't think I can handle 3 of you.
Oh. Well, 1 is all you need, baby.
1 is all I have.
That's it. That one of me is all you need. With that said, say goodbye, Hulk.
Goodbye, everybody. And listen, make sure you guys join the conversation. Leave some comments, even some questions. And, we will see you guys in the comment section.
All right.
Like and subscribe.
Take us out.
Yes, we can be found on all major streaming platforms. Anywhere you get your podcast, you can find us.
Or you can stream us at www.jnhpodcast.com. There you will find a player and you can stream us right off our website.
Hey.